Hello students, welcome back once again to your physics class. Today in this video we are going to discuss about the electric potential of a dipole at two different points. These points are, the first is we will discuss about the concept of electric potential for the case of a dipole at an axial point, and then we will discuss for the case of electric potential of a dipole for the case of an equatorial point. Okay, so basically when we are talking about this topic or this article, first of all we should know what is the axial point and what is the equatorial point for the case of a dipole. Okay, so basically we have to go for, as I have told earlier, axial point field for the case of a dipole. We want to find out electric potential here, and second is we want to find out the equatorial point potential. Okay, one more case is there, that is more general case, that is at any point also we can find out the electric potential. Okay, but that thing we are not going to do in this video. We are going to find out only the axial point potential and the equatorial potential. Okay, so let's talk about this axial point potential for the case of a dipole. Let us say we are having a dipole like this, consisting of charges minus q and plus q as shown here. Okay, then let us say that this is the axis of that dipole, and say this point is indicating the center of the dipole, and let us say here at some this point P we want to find out the electric potential due to this dipole. Now this point P is basically the axial point for this case, right? So we want to find out the axial potential. As already we have done earlier also, what we will do here, we will try to apply the superposition principle for this case. Okay, but before that let us see here what are the distances of charges center from this point P. Let us say that the distance of the point P from the center of the that dipole is suppose here r, and say the positive charge is lying at a distance r minus a from this point P. Now how it is coming? See here, already you know that for the case of dipole the length of this dipole is 2a, already you have seen, and the distance of this positive charge from the O will be also a. This distance is total r from here to here. It means that this remaining distance should be equal to r minus a. So that's why the positive charge is indicated here at r minus a, as you can see here. Similarly, the distance of negative charge from the point P will be equal to here r plus a, right? These are the distances. Now once distances are known to us, easily we can find out the electric potential at point P. So let's start. By using superposition principle, we can write here V is equal to V plus Q plus V minus Q. At point P here, the potential is given by this plus Q charge, as well as the potential is given by this minus Q charge also, right? So here at point P, the net potential will be equal to the sum of potentials given by these two charges. So that we are writing here. Let's put the value of V plus Q and V minus Q now here in this expression. We have V plus Q is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, and Q is r minus Q upon r minus a, and V minus Q is given by minus times now, see, because the charge is now minus, that's why I have taken minus here, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q upon r plus a. Just put these values now here. On putting the values, net potential at this point P will be equal to V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q upon r minus a. This is the potential of plus charge or positive charge, minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q upon r plus a. This is the potential of charge negative. Okay, let us do some mathematics now here and try to simplify this. So if I take here this Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 factor common here, then we can write here V is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into 1 by r minus a minus 1 by r plus a. Let's simplify it. I will take the LCM here and I will make the cross multiplication. Then what we will get here? We will get V is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r plus a bracket minus r minus a bracket upon r minus a into r plus a. Now look at this step carefully. If we simplify this step, okay, you can take this r and this minus r, that will be get cancelled out. This plus a and this minus minus plus a, it becomes again a. So this gives us 2a, and look at these two brackets. These two brackets are nothing but the identity of a square minus b square. So we can write here this as r square minus a square, right? So that's why I have just written here the steps again. You can see here. So now this r and this r is cancelled out. This a and a, this is 2a, and this is r square minus a square, right? So I can write here V is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into 2a upon r square minus a square. This is the electric potential of the dipole at point P. But further again we can simplify this. How now? See here. If we take this 2a into Q, what is that? It becomes 2a into Q, and we know that 2aq represent the dipole moment for the case of that given dipole. So that's why I can write here this 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 2aq upon r square minus a square, and I will put now this 2aq as p, that is dipole moment, right? So we can write here V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into p upon r square minus a square, right? Now this is the potential at point P, but here we can take some approximations. As you can see here in this diagram now, this distance is a and this distance is also a, right? Now if we consider this r, that is the distance of center and this point P, if this distance is very larger than this a, that is when r is very greater than a, in that case in this expression we can neglect a square because it will be very small quantity, so it can be neglected, and that's why we will have V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into p upon r square. This is the electric potential of a dipole at an axial point. Okay, this is the way here to define the electric potential of a dipole. Clear? So I hope that it is clear to you up to this point. Let's move to the next point. Next point is we want to go for the equatorial point potential. If we are having a dipole and say we want to find out the electric potential at an equatorial point, then how it can be found, or what is the value of that we have to find out here. So let's start. Let us say we are having such type of dipole, right? And say this is point P. This is suppose point P. Let us say this point is equatorial point here, right? Let us say the distance of this point P from this center O is here r. Okay, it is r, and say these are the lines joining the charges and the point. Okay, now this thing is actually very easily we can solve this. How we can solve? Now see, again same, we have to use the superposition principle here. We have to see what is the individual potential of the charges at point P, and if we make the addition here, easily we will get the electric potential. For convenience, let us say that the distance of this plus q charge from P and minus q both are, suppose here r dash r dash. This is an equilateral triangle here, that's why both the sides will be same. These angles are also same here, right? Let us further go. So I can write here V plus q is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into q by r dash. The potential of this plus charge at the point P will be this one, that is V plus q is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into q by r dash. Similarly, if you find the potential of minus charge or this negative charge, that will be equal to V minus q is equal to minus times 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into q by r dash. These are the individual potentials of positive q and minus q at point P, right? Now the thing is very easy. What we have to do here now? Simply we have to use the superposition principle and we have to make the addition. So that we are doing here. So simply I can write here V is equal to V plus Q plus V minus Q. When you are writing in the notebook, just write by using superposition principle, and then you can write this step, that is V is equal to V plus Q plus V minus Q. Just put the values and see what is happening now here. As these both values are same here, they can be simply cancelled out and the resultant value is 0. What is the outcome? The outcome is that the equatorial potential for the case of dipole, means at any point here on this line, below also if you extend that line, you will find that the electric potential is 0. So that is the final result for the case of equatorial point potential, right? So I hope that it is clear to you now that what is the meaning of axial potential, electric potential, and what is the equatorial potential for the case of a dipole, right? So we will stop here, and remaining article, that is at any general case, we will take later on. Till then, take care. Bye.